And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates +1. I'm Fleet Admiral Mirak of the heavy battlecruiser GCS Protector as we continue our campaign against, well, what remains of the Klingon Star Empire. And last time, well, we've been sieging the crap out of the planet of 812, and we're starting to make some pretty decent progress. So with that in mind, also, we are a little bit dented, but who cares about that? Let us set out into space and see what sort of havoc we can raise. And today, we shall begin the day, as I love to begin days, MET-10 patrol mission. Straight up, nothing crazy, no scary, having no deal with an anomaly that's going to ruin your night, or the tedium of a starbase assault, or, star dock assault. Actually, we try and avoid starbase assaults whenever we can. But, yeah, this ought to be nice, chill, and fun. So, yesterday, well, of course, was our Wednesday stream of Starfleet Command 2, the Next Generation mod, as we've been working for it. A whole bunch of new people have shown up and shown a lot of interest, which is really fun. I mean, it's always nice to have new people, and it gives me a great excuse to run through the list of the ships that we have already in game, so I can kind of show them off and just enjoy blasting around with them. But that campaign has been reminding me of just how much the Gorn have been spoiling me. Oh, you guys have no idea if you haven't been keeping track of that campaign. The Gorn are just so simple and straightforward, and dear God, they're a massive sledgehammer that just beats their way through competition. You don't really need to have an elegant hand when it comes to the Gorn, and a battle isn't over in the space of less than a minute and a half. The Federation, you gotta work for a fight, even against the Klingons, just because, well, you have a lot of interesting weapons, but they require a certain level of je ne sais quoi. Actually, no, I think that's a terrible use of the word. I should have just gone with my initial thought. It requires a little bit of elegance to use them properly, because you have to carefully manage your weapons ranges, you have to carefully manage your shields, also because we're not in the X era yet, so we don't have access to all the insanely overpowered shield systems. So because of that, it becomes much more difficult, and I tell you, I've been through 3, 4, 5 more ships this specific campaign we've been in. It has been rough, and also because we're sort of skulking around at the bottom of the Federation level in order to show off a whole bunch of things. Wednesday we were able to show off our Aegis cruiser, which I actually think is quite nicely. Apparently, according to Lorendale, who has he works a lot with this sort of deal, it was concept art for a steam runner, and frankly it actually does look pretty cool, and I was quite happy to fly in it. It's an interesting ship, has lots of Gatling phasers for point defense, and also because, it can use them to utterly rip the crap out of the enemy. We ended up losing that ship and swapped over to a... Ooh, what did we swap over to? It was some sort of destroyer, or light cruiser. It was a fairly good... Well, it wasn't great, but it was okay. Oh yeah, duh, it was a war destroyer. It was a New Orleans class, which was a lot of fun to be able to drive around in, because I like the New Orleans. Anyway, we're being escorted today by USS Freedom, and the Freedom bringing all the freedom alongside with it. This apparently has, yes, it is a MERV-enhanced battlecruiser. Well, not battlecruiser, but cruiser. And we're squaring off against an XCB, so I have no doubt that we're going to be able to kick the crap out of the XCB without too much effort. And the simple reason why I believe that, and I believe that firmly, is because we have plasma torpedoes and he doesn't. He just does not at all. So we should be able to annihilate him without too much trouble. Yeah, the stream went off quite well. We also started streaming on Twitch at the same time, because several people had suggested that it was their preferred method of watching streams. So we now do both. Pick whichever one you enjoy the most. If you want to have an easy access link to that, well, the YouTube one goes up on YouTube, so it's just on the channel. And the Twitch, you can find a link to that in the Discord down below. Feel free to join if you want to, hang out with us, have a little bit of an input on the TNG mod, or sort of mess around. We also do a Mech HQ game, which I try to do as much as possible. My initial intention with that Mech HQ game was to have a mission up every single week, but that has sort of fallen by the wayside as just life has become so busy. And then me, like an idiot, decided, hey, let me see if I can't mod TNG into Starfleet Command. So, little bit of the dumb right there, can't help it. Sometimes I just get, my eyes are way bigger than my stomachs, but I've been trying to keep it to at least one mission a week. That way I can try and keep up with it. If you don't know what Mech HQ is, it's basically classic tabletop battletech, except on the computer, so you don't have to go and figure out, wait, I moved 7 spaces, does that mean, and the number of movement that I have, but how many times did I turn and go up level? It does it all for you. Now, granted, the interface is kind of dated looking, but you know what? It is just the best way to play tabletop if you're looking to play tabletop. Now, I have heard things about, apparently someone has managed to translate classic Battletech tabletop onto Tabletop Simulator. I have not tried that out yet, but at some point I think I might need to. The other reason why Mech HQ is amazing is because it sort of keeps track of all your campaign stats. So you basically can run the entire mercenary company through a wonderful, awesome spreadsheet program. So if you're into fun spreadsheets like I am, then, oh boy, have I got a game for you. But if not, well, but we handle it for the most part. Basically, I run as sort of a pseudo GM, and they play through the game with their characters. I sort of run the missions, and then come to them with important decisions and other things that require the input of clever and brilliant pilots. And yeah, so far it's been going pretty good. They recently took over a repair depot on a planet, which has given them some pretty fantastic bonuses to their ability to actually fix up their entire company. It's ending up being a lot of fun. But yeah, anyway, enough about things that are clearly not starships bombarding the crap out of planets. We have successfully once again captured yet another Klingon world. There is no stopping us this time, as our Goan forces will surge across the beaches of this beautiful tropical land. Although maybe not so much tropical, it's more like islander land, which I suppose, you know, still pretty warm. You figure Hawaii, Okinawa, the Philippines, that kind of deal. Nice, warm, humid, perfect place for lizards. Clearly, this is prime real estate that we need to be taking away from the Klingons, and we have successfully done it. Now we're reducing the Empire defense of their location fairly significantly over time. They're down to an Empire defense of 30. I believe they started at 70-something, so we're just gonna keep the pressure on. I don't know what this tile is, but I probably should go over to, you know, wipe it the heck out just in case. I think they already got to it. We'll take a convoy raid. Let's be nimble, aggressive, skilled, and quick. All the things that you sort of do not associate with the Gorn. Okay, yeah, we might be in trouble with this one. Kick ourselves up to maximum speed as we kick on the maximum speed of time. The convoy is way out there in the difference. We got a freighter, and no friends for us. Nobody knows our loneliness, except, you know, for we keep ourselves warm by the light of our plasma torpedoes. So really, have we lost anything by not being escorted by all kinds of other vessels? I think not. After all, it would probably be hydrants. Gosh darn them hydrants. Oh god! I did not anticipate that one. It is... Okay, never mind. Whew, boy, you had me worried there for a moment, sir. I thought this for a second was like a big B-11 battleship, but no. I see now it's only got the third nacelle instead of the fourth one, which would have indicated that it is a truly large battleship. By the way, something interesting to me at least, that I found when I was like digging through the files, because I was growing a little bit bored with the Federation over the course of the week, and I wanted desperately to do something a little bit different. I added in a couple of Klingon ships. But one of the things I found out when I was looking through, because we added the Negvar, was that apparently the B-11 uses the exact same model as the B-10, which, for some reason, that just completely flabbergasted me. I was like, really? That doesn't seem right, but it is. I mean, it uses the same model, so I went in there. I haven't swapped out the B-10s. I am keeping them as to what they are. But I did swap out the B-11s for the Negvar. Actually, I didn't swap out the battleship carrier either, because I have a ship from Armada that may end up filling that role. But yeah, so the Negvar is in the TNG mod at this point, as are a couple of other Klingon surprises, as well as a few other model updates that I kind of had to get around to doing. I'm going to leave you there, buddy. If you'll just chill for a moment, I will be back in a jiff while I go wipe out your convoy. So just hang tight. Just chill. It'll be great. You'll see. I just realized that I didn't actually reinforce the shields, but you know what? That's going to be fine, because we need to surge on forward as fast as we can to get into the Wrath of the group. So we'll now set up our shield reinforcement properly so that we can actually go and kill everybody. In order to just sort of slow the enemy down, I think I'm going to lob a pseudo plasma torpedo at him just before kicks. You know, pop, hey, and yep. Immediately gets the terror response. It's great. And we'll come up behind this guy and prepare our tractor beam. The tractor beam, of course, being an amazing weapon that stops the enemy from running away. Hi. Goodbye. Okay, maybe that was a little bit overkill, but you know what? Worth it. So we're just going to putter around over here, use our phasers for this one, make sure that they're overloaded properly, so we can get in close and just open him up and not quite kill him. We'll kill him soon. There we go. Come around to this. So it looks like we got, what, 3 more ships in this convoy to deal with. And then, of course, we need to go back and find our little friend that we left behind, so we can kill him. There we go. And on to you. And you already used your plasma torpedo. I had a hunch. So we can go over and kill you. Hey, we see the C7 again. Or C8 again. He is traveling at a speed of 3. I think he may have a problem. His engines probably have failed. You know what? Actually, fire the pseudos. Oh my god! What is all that? Really? You don't say. I figured that he would have actually tried to defend against it, but he He saw through our disguise, but then did not see through the second one. So we're just going to put her around a little bit slower than normal so we can get him over to him properly. Send him the probe just to make sure. I want to be sure that we're going to kill... Yeah, we're going to annihilate him. He doesn't stand a chance. We're going to come up here and blaze away. So yeah, other things about the TNG mod. I don't know if you people care. If you don't, let me know in the comments down below. But if you do not mind me, you know, posting these sort of updates to the TNG mod during the normal episodes, then also let me know that as well. There has been a lot of talk about what we should do about the Federation's sort of light craft. Several people have highly indicated they would prefer us to go with Federations using the pseudo-frigates, which I'll admit I'm not a fan of. Why am I not a fan of? Because fighters are awesome. That honestly is probably the best reason. Also because the fighter models in-game are pretty good, and I have a couple of, not a lot, but a couple of fighter models that would also look really good. I think that'd be awesome to include. Also because, you know, in DS9, there's the Peregrine. Oh, hello, the MacArthur. The MacArthur's, of course, a light dreadnought, beautiful in every way. And a heavy war destroyer, the Washington, less beautiful in every way. Mainly because this is just very, very, very pretty. It's an excellent looking ship. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Slow down so I can charge up the weapons. So, they have suggested that there are several runabouts and shuttles that they'd like to see. The Danube, the Delta Flyer, a special... Oh, what was it called? It was like an Athena or something. Or Arrow. An Arrow class runabout. Which they thought would make excellent runabouts for the Federation, just sort of running through. It is possible in the game, so I've read, to make it so that you can have runabouts and fighters. The problem is it messes with the fighter size limit, so it becomes one. And fighters in groups of one are not tremendously effective, unfortunately. So that would require a total overhaul of Federation fighters as well, just to sort of mess with things and see what we can do. But I'm not quite sure what I'd want to do with that. I'm reticent to do it because I like fighters. I like fighters a lot. I just realized I have not prepared a tractor beam at all. And suddenly getting rid of all the Federation fighters just seems like such a loss that I don't think I necessarily want to have. Am I charging this? Good. But that's my thoughts on it. However, if enough people really are on board with going full runabouts to make Federation pseudo-frigates, then that is indeed the direction we will go. After all, one of the reasons for making this mod was, you know, get a little bit more interaction with the community, have a little bit of fun with it, just sort of go out there. And there are ways that we could sort of fake mods. After all, I figure, you know, we'll have... no, because I've been talking about making the Peregrine an alternative to the Danube. Still want to have fighters. Fighters are cool. I know, there are some people who think that fighters are anathema to Star Trek, but they are wrong. For many reasons. Another planetary assault is a lovely thing to pick up, and thus we shall do. Yeah, I do have a Danube, and a fairly nice Danube at that, and they linked the Arrow shuttle, and I also do have an okay-looking Delta Flyer. So it's not like I'm missing the models for it. It can be done. It is wholly within my power. So, anyway, being escorted today by a BCG, the Fokker, a Kirov class, and a CX, the Richmond, squaring it off against a PLPH and a C8X. We've already demonstrated that we are superior to the C8 in basically every way. So, let's go reinforce the forward shield to a maximum level, get the tractor beams ready to rock and or roll, and increase the speed time, because we want to drive. Let us shut up and drive. Drive, drive, drive. And how much power do I currently have available? Oh, I've got loads. Just steal from that. Steal from that shield budget like it owes you. Steal like it owes you money. Well, I suppose. Yeah, that would make sense to a certain extent. I mean, it's not conventional, but it'll work. Much like, you know, the Gorn. No, I take that completely back. The Gorn are 100% conventional. You do not get more conventional than the Gorn. Straightforward, good arcs, good shields, good armor, plasma. Hammer, meet nail. There's nothing nuanced about the Gorn approach. Which, to be fair, it's a really good approach. Like, seriously, we're kicking the absolute ever-loving crap out of Dreadnought without too much trouble. Some folks have actually mentioned in the Discord that they didn't think that the X-type heavy cruisers could take on battleships. I said you are wrong, sir. For several reasons. Although, we did test that once at one point, where we attempted to defeat a Federation BB with a Federation XCA, and we got the crap kicked out of us multiple times. But I think a ship like this, the heavy bombardment cruiser for the Gorn, possibly the heavy bombardment cruiser... Oh yeah, this is a planetary assault. The mission's not about time. Possibly the planetary bombardment... the heavy bombardment cruiser for the Romulans if it's designed along the same lines as the Gorn. And if it is, then it's going to be even better. Because if it's designed along the same lines as the Gorn, has the same phasers and everything, and just has cloak, oh boy, that is the best ship in the game, hands down. But also the Mirak could do it. Because the Mirak will just overwhelm you with fire. You cannot stop a Mirak heavy bombardment cruiser. What is it, 44 missiles per salvo? Yeah. You don't stop that, because, sure, you can Wild Weasel a salvo, but, actually, no, to be fair, a human player could probably handle it to a certain extent. And we did handle it, actually. We picked a Federation battleship, and we took, because what we were doing is we were kind of just doing battleship versus battles. Oh crap, I fired from well beyond effective range, but you know what, that'll be one. We were doing versus battles against battleships, and we picked the Mirak Heavy Bombardment Cruiser to go kick some ass, take some names. And it turned out that as the Mirak Heavy Bombardment Cruiser, we could absolutely annihilate the Federation Heavy Battleship. And as the Federation Battleship, we could absolutely annihilate the Mirak Heavy Cruiser. So it was a little bit of an interesting flip-flop back and forth. Oh, you're so beautiful. You were too beautiful for this world. Oh, we're going to be able to really... actually, no, we're a little bit behind to stack up monstrously on that salvo. Would have been really cool, but no dice. We can then follow up, with just Titanic waves with plasma. Oh, it did work. Wait, this is the same planet as last time. Oh, how lovely. For once, we're getting a little bit of consistency in which planet we actually get to invade. So that's great. Hi, Marines. Oh, they're already down to 2? Send to the probe. Probe fire! Let's get in a little bit closer. I mean, yeah, he's still firing plasma at us, but, or not plasma, phasers, but I think we can break him. We can break him. He stands no chance. Seriously, Constitution refit, most beautiful ship in the game, most beautiful ship in all of Star Trek. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. Do not hate me for it, for I speak the truth. They hated him for he spoke the truth. Although I think that most Star Trek fans actually probably would agree with that. I mean, I know there are some people who they prefer other ships, but I think aesthetically, most of us, it's... Okay, I'm going to say most because most is probably more than 50%. And so I'm going to say most Star Trek fans probably like the Constitution refit the best out of all of them. I don't have any scientific numbers to back that up, and my channel is too small in order to actually get, pull scientific samples. But I feel confident in that. If you disagree, post in the comments. Let me know. And we'll have an argument, maybe, about starships. Or join the Discord, and we can have an argument about starships there. Although I may not be around too much. I try to peek in on it on occasion, just to keep up to date with things that are going on. But over here, I have no interest. Oh, it looks like they managed to grab that tile over there. Lovely. Hi, what you got? Shipyards, of course. With 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in an average length episode, it throws in one of the most frustrating... Oh, on the bright side, we get to run. Heavy cruiser. Ooh, you're only a heavy cruiser. Heavy bombardment cruiser. Heavy bombardment... Wait, really? DXD, okay. DXD, heavy bombardment cruiser, and... What are you? What are you? Ooh, you are good. You are very good. I'm not sure what to do on this. The heavy bombardment cruiser would take our lunch. Well, actually, no. We would take his lunch. The problem is this comes in afterwards. And this DXD is actually fairly good. And you can never count out heavy war destroyers if they're Klingon made. They are quite nice vessels. Stutter anchor? Yeah, I think stutter anchor is the way to go. Let's do it. So we're going to try a tactic, I've been thinking. I mean, it's not anything creative or crazy. After all, this is the Gorn we're talking about here. I am affectionately calling it the stutter anchor, which goes in line with the stutter salvo. Basically, we're going to run up to him, hit him with the tractor beams, nail him with the plasma torpedoes, let him go, and just immediately run. We're not going to slow down. We're not going to play any games with this guy. We are hitting this at maximum speed. And honestly, actually, but I could probably add a refinement to that. I shall do it! Fire the plasma. Because if I can do this just right, then I won't even need the stutter. I can just do it at full speed. The reason why it would be a stutter anchor is because we run forward, we hit him with the tractor beam, which basically stops us. It worked! Full power! So, which basically stops us. And then we'd fire plasma, and then we'd let go with it. I'm really feeling very uncomfortable with doing this. Ooh, are we doing the old Romulan technique? I think we are. Will it work? It has to work. It must work! I think I don't want to bother with this. Turn it off. 3, 2, now. All plasma is away. Wait for it, wait for it. Good impacts. Phaser fast. Get the Gatlings involved. And we're out. Okay, we killed his fighters. We've badly damaged him. And I need speed. Plasma torpedoes to normal mode. He keeps telling me that stuff is exploding, and I don't know why. Okay, so fix that. Marines, 8. I can work with that. Okay, phasers. I don't think my phasers were set to overload, and if so, that is a major oversight. I need to get him to 3 Marines. For obvious reasons. That didn't work. Never mind, that totally works. Okay, so we're having progress. Shield reinforcement, go F shield. You are actually in a really annoying position because you're a very dangerous ship. Yeah. Never mind. Push him away, push him away, push him away. That is the goal. Okay, so this and this to offline. How much power does that give me? It gives me some. How much? Ooh, 10 points of power. Even better. I need distance. I need high speed and lowest drag distance. He did like 6 damage to me with those disruptors. That's kind of crazy. But if I can get the distance going, then I can charge up my plasma torpedoes, charge up the rest of my plasma torpedoes, and then come in and kill somebody. So this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to do this mission, because even after we kill these guys, we are then going to have to go through and destroy the star docks, and that's going to make this an extra long episode. This is a 10-minute battle at least. So, because I need time. I need time to recharge my plasma. And for that I need distance. A great deal of distance. Photonic warfare? Give me 2. I mean, you can shoot at me all you want, but you're not going to be effective at it. Okay, so my astroplasma torpedoes are about to be ready, which is great. I don't get any power back for that, but I will have the system ready, which is great. And now my R's can charge up. Oh, shoot! Let's not leave! I didn't come here to leave. I came here to kill. Oh, am I going to get this turn done in time? Ho, 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 just barely. Just by the barest. By the hairs of my chinny chin chin. So let us get in here. Hi, my systems are ready to rock your world, sort of Kalis. You're mine. I shouldn't have fired that. I should have waited. Oh, also, I forgot. These are not enveloping plasma torpedoes. I did not prepare explosive runes today, apparently. Marines. Not good enough. Alright, so we're hurt. We're hurting. And he scattered back to me. Which, you know, good plan. I mean, my systems are basically not online at the moment. R's to offline. I need the power. I desperately need the power. Maybe a good idea just to leave. We're close to the edge. Which means we can bail at any time. I mean, that's a plus and a minus. How are you doing? Oh, we hurt you. We hurt you badly. I want to come in here and take you out. Slow down. Slow down to swing inside this. Slow down even more. Am I cutting this turn too much? I hope not. This does get my shields back in place, which is great. I wonder if I can make these missiles go to warp. Alright, so I need port side reinforcement. Or, you know, actually no, I still need port side reinforcement. Not that. That one, thank you. Oh, good. Don't need the point defense tractors. Hi, buddy. Coming for you. You don't get to do a gosh darn thing. You're dead. I mean, I think you know you're dead. The problem is I got this gosh darn DXD behind me, which is going to be also a nightmare to kill. Because I need time. I need lots of time after this. Hello? Got him. Good. Okay, last target. Slow down. Slow way down. Red alert all weapons. Go envelop me. So I'm going to put this to my back and hope that that helps out a lot. Because he's afraid of going too far back there. Forward shield reinforcement, please. Yeah, I've got to respect my maximum speed at this point. Okay, so how's my power? I've got 2 points of electronic countermeasure. Good. He's countering it and also providing his own. Really? Oh, because I'm not actually putting 2 points of electronic countermeasure in. Now I am. Forward shield should be able to hold him out. He's going quite slow. We did juke him out earlier. I mean, I don't think he's super happy about how that ended up turning out. because we did launch a whole bunch of pseudoplasma torpedoes right into his face, and he had to deal with that. I want to do it again. Haha! Terra! Oh no, it just didn't work. Okay. Range is a closing. Don't get too close. You're too close. Phasers only. Give him a little bit of love. High energy turn. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need this turn harsh. And 3, 2. Hi, buddy! Wow, my forward shield is not doing well at all. Okay, we're through his shields, because we can just bore him out. I need distance, because if I fire my plasma torpedoes from this range, I'm going to kill myself. I think he knows it. Yeah, I used it, and I... Oh, but you gave me the distance I needed! Oh, shoot. That was the distance I needed. Thank you. You're dead. Well, I'm also going to take a lot more damage than I want to, but that'll hurt you quite nicely. 110 damage. Oh, that's beautiful. I have 2 more plasma torpedoes and I can finish you off. Well, I'm about to have 2 more plasma torpedoes. Good fight, sir. You hurt me quite badly. But you know what? You're dead. Okay, that was a battle. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to be able to pull that off. I was concerned. I figured it might be the best idea to just run away, but no, we took him on and we took him out. Which, you know, that's exactly what you wanted to get done. Let's get our electronic measure off. And how much power I got? I have tons of power. Oh, I was wondering why my phaser capacitor wasn't fully filling. And then I remembered, because several of my phasers are exploded, which obviously has a little bit of a negative effect on attempting to get all your weapon systems properly armed and ready. That'll fix. So, yeah, let's just cruise on in here. We'll hopefully knock out every single one of these, and what do you know? It's a 10-minute battle. Although it's actually going to take longer than that, because now we've actually got to go get everything charged up, well, fixed, destroyed. What am I saying? I don't even know. We got to go find those gosh darn Stardocs, and then we got to blow them apart. Activate the scanners. It'll still give us a 33% increase in range, so we go from a scanning range of 100 to 133. Which, that is very helpful, because now it told us that the actual target is way off to our left. So that will allow us to actually get into position against the enemy. And as you can see, we lose the target immediately. But it's worth it because it'll allow us to go faster. So we'll get up there, we'll do our standard song and dance about, you know, recovering the target. Forward shield being our reinforcement part, just to make sure. I saw that our aft shield was a little bit higher. I was like, you know what, I better make sure. What kind of Stardocs are we dealing with? We are dealing with Lyran Stardocs. The worst kind of Stardock. No, literally, they're terrible. They have no real redeeming features. Like, they have an expanding fuel generator. They're an installation. They can't move. Which means basically they have an additional shield that shuts off after a little while. So if you want to defeat them, just, you know, ignore it. There goes a plasma torpedo. Wait for that to catch it. 3, 2, 1, die. Dead. As you can see, the Lyran Stardock is just terrible in every single way. We don't even have to get anywhere near it, and we can just absolutely annihilate it. So good job, everybody. I need to shut that off. I didn't realize I was spending 3 points of power on a tractor beam I wasn't even using. What a waste. Remember, kids, always be frugal. So we're just going to wait around for all of our plasma torpedoes to get ready. Once again, fire! And by the time he actually hits, the other ones should be ready to go. 3, 2, 1, yeah. Die, please! On to the last one. It only takes this long. No, honestly, I'm really surprised that worked out as well as it did. I did actually intend to capture the heavy bombardment cruiser. I figured it would serve as a useful distraction, but then, you know, the Gatling phasers got in there, and when the Gatling phasers get involved, man, there's just no guarantees whatsoever. It's just good luck. Because sometimes, just absolute annihilation. Other times, not so much. If you want a view of not so much, go check out the stream that we put up yesterday, because, well, yeah, the Gatling phasers we had on our one ship, they were incredibly powerful most of the time, but not all the time. Alrighty, totally annihilated. An excellent job from everybody involved. We've successfully destroyed the Stardock without any real trouble. The defenders actually did give us a run for our money, but that worked out quite nicely. 450 prestige is our reward for a job well done. The Empire defense is down to 23, but that's gonna do it for today's episode. I've been Mirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.